Hey, monkey friends. Hope everyone had a great Sunday. Checking in on the project, some more sideways trading a little bit red here, down to just under 420,000 market cap. Again, continuing the great opportunities for entry and a great chance to load up your bags before we start moving. And I've been um, DCAing as well, just because it's such a great price right now, way oversold in my opinion, given the mindshare that we have. Remember, that's the key for meme coins is the mindshare, and we've got a high mindshare, and we're well known, and I think the market cap is going to catch up. So I'm still extremely bullish on Monkey. You can see we're just over 4 months old. We've got all this great history and a lot of great holders and bag workers, and so I'm still bullish on the project here. And if we look at the news here, I thought Montana here had a good post. Shout out to Montana, great bag worker here. Said the top number one holder of NEAT is holding Monkey. Does he know something? Is Monkey next? Happy all-time high. So yeah, happy all-time high to the NEAT community. That's a great project as well. But there's a lot of crossover. There's NEAT holders that hold Monkey because they recognize it's a good coin. And Montana points out here the number one holder of NEAT is also holding Monkey and likely sees the potential there. So good post here. I did also want to say, just in general, there's some bullish news here. Like if you look at here, Crypto Rover has a post. President Trump says Chinese President Xi Jinping is open to a trade deal, bullish for markets. And this goes back to what we've talked about before. Trump mentions tariffs and the markets go crazy, but that's part of his negotiating tactics, the art of the deal, right? You come in with something harsh, and then you work your way down somewhere in the middle. And that's a common negotiation tactic, and that's what Trump did last time. That's what he's doing this time, I think. So, maybe the markets overacted a bit last time, but I think it's going to end up being good. I mean, Trump's a businessman; he doesn't want to ruin the economy or anything like that, and we know he's aware of crypto, obviously, and he doesn't want to ruin the crypto markets either. So, I'm still bullish. I think something's going to happen. A deal is going to get done here at some point with China. And Coin Bureau here has a post saying over 100 billion has flowed back into the crypto market in the last 10 hours. So everything is green over the weekend here. So a pretty high activity weekend. You can see here the meme index market cap's up about 3%. So a lot of green here on the meme charts. And we mentioned NEAT already as being one of the highlights, hitting their all-time high. If you go back and look also at Whale.Guru here had a post. There's a rumor that Trump to declare 0% capital gains tax on all crypto trading and investing in the United States. And again, that's just a rumor, but that would be huge for crypto here in the US. And Trump has talked about crypto and wants to be the US to be at the head of crypto in terms of countries. And we know he's got his coin and his sons have interest in crypto. So I think while this is a rumor, it could be true, and I could see Trump doing something like this just to appease investors. And he is pro-business in general, and that means hopefully reduce taxes overall. So this definitely could happen, and it is just a rumor, but that'd be extremely bullish if it did happen. I thought, again, continuing on the trend of the overall market sentiment, I thought Cowboy here had a good post. A 25 basis point rate cut is just 10 days away, 99% odds, and yet you're selling your crypto here. Do you hate money? This is a huge signal that liquidity is coming back. The floodgates are about to open, but sentiment is still stuck in disbelief and fear. If you're selling your crypto or stocks before this cut, you might just be handing your position to those who understand how macro cycles really work. Because when rates fall, risk assets don't wait, they reprice fast. So ask yourself, why are you listening to those dorks that were liquidated 32 times telling you it's over? You write your own story, stay bullish. So I like this post here. I'm also bullish with the upcoming rate cuts and just in general. I don't think for the long term, in terms of his presidency, that Trump's going to allow something like this to continue happening. to crypto and something will happen, whether it's the capital gains taxes or, just boosting the economy with rate cuts. I think, they're pushing for that. And so I agree here, 10 days away, likely a rate cut. And so I'm definitely holding here, especially Monkey, I'm holding just because, I mean, it's probably not exactly tied into these type of economic things like the broader market, but I'm still holding because I think we've got a nice chart here. We've sort of bottomed out here, trading sideways and slightly down over the last month or more even. And so it's just a great time to buy. And so I've been adding and DCAing and, just getting a whale bag. So I hope some of the believers here have been doing the same, and I think they have. So the core holders here are getting stronger, and then with all the bullish market stuff coming, I think we're in good shape here. Crypto twits here posted don't fade coins with active communities. The monkey community is very active, especially for such a low market cap coin. We have great holders and we're still bullish. We're still working our bags. And so don't fade monkey, especially at these low prices. Steve said here regarding the pump fund stuff, we talked about the Spotlight account that was created here on X. Steve said hearing first tweet from Spotlight account is going to be insane. Notifications on. Don't know if this is just trying to get engagement or if this is true, but at any rate, it is exciting to hear what's going to happen with the pump Spotlight, whether it impacts the pump folio or not. We know that Alon has talked about the pump folio quite a bit, so it could be even indirectly beneficial to projects like Monkey and other meme coins. It does seem like it's related to internet capital markets, so it might be something different, but there could be some other stuff um, noted as well in the announcement that's coming. And I think Orangey had a post here. Yeah, Orangey said, what would you do if Pump Fund says for the next 31 days, all on-chain activity on Pump.fund counts toward 10x towards their airdrop? And so that would, I think, reward activity on chain, which could impact monkey holders potentially. This is obviously not actual news. Orangey's not saying this is happening, but he's saying, what would you do? And we know that he does talk to Alon. So interesting to see what might happen there. And Gandalf Crypto here had a good post here that had just a picture of a quote. He says, patience is like a superpower for getting rich in crypto. And I agree, patience is key here for monkey holders. It seems like the chart's down and sentiment might be down, but overall we're happy, we're excited, we're working our bags, and that patience is key, and that's key to getting rich. And it's easy to just say, hey, I'm going to jump here. I see a green candle here. I think I see the next runner, and that's fine. But I'm just holding on to my monkey. I'm not selling and then buying back later at a higher price. So patience is definitely key. And finally, Andy Leon had a post here I thought was good. He said, good morning. Someone tells me conviction is when he bought at a low price. I said, no, conviction is when you see a relentless community and potential upside. And that's what I have for Monkey, and I know a lot of the community does, that conviction where the community is relentless, we care about each other, and we see the potential upside, and that's where the conviction comes in. Anyone could buy at a low price, um, especially at the beginning of a project, but that conviction starts setting in here, right? Where we are right now. That's where the conviction pays off in the long run because we're here and we have the history, we have the foundation, we have the community, and we're just waiting for our time to shine. Thanks, everybody. Again, hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great week ahead.